So welcome to day 27 of our 28-day challenge. Start your day with movement. I hope everybody has been participating every day, even if you're not following along with the lives, and seeing the benefits of moving all your joints in new ranges of motion, or discovering movements that you didn't think you could do and now you can do. So we'll start standing today on our mats. Let's get moving. So stand at one end of your mat. You're gonna go curl down one vertebrae at a time. Let your back round, reach for the toes. Take a deep breath in and out. And then start to walk your hands forwards into your downward dog. Hold your downward dog position, deep breath in and out. And now walk your feet in as close to your hands as possible. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. And then you're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. And repeat. Tuck the chin in first. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Take a deep breath in and out. And walk your feet out into your downward dog position. Take a deep breath in and out. And walk your hands in and unroll. Excellent. So let's do that again. So you're going to tuck your chin in first. Roll one vertebrae at a time. Try to go a little bit further than last time. Take a deep breath in and out. Walk your hands forwards. Spread those fingers into your comfortable downward dog position. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And walk those feet in. Really allow your back to round. Try to keep those knees as straight as possible. And unroll. Look up for the ceiling. Remember to keep your teeth together. Roll back down, one vertebrae at a time. Allow your back to round. Make sure those feet stay flat. Take a deep breath in and out. And walk those feet back. Push the floor away. Take a deep breath in and out. Walk those hands in. This time, keep your hands on the ground. Try to go into your deep squat position, keeping your feet as flat as possible. And then push the bum back up to the ceiling as trying to straighten the legs. And back down. And back up. Two more. And one more. Remember, those knees have to cross the toes. Beautiful. Bring your bum back up. Bring those feet together. A little more into the screen. You're going to take your right hand, anchor it on your left foot, and you're going to rotate arm and chest to ceiling. Look as far left as you can, and come back down. And up. So I'm using my right hand to actually pull me around further. That's 2 of 5. That's 3, 4, and 5. Hands back down in the middle. Go back into your deep squat and back up. We'll do another 5 of these before we do our rotations on the other side. So every time you're trying to get into a deeper squat, if you are able to get into a deep squat with wide feet, your challenge would be to bring your feet closer together. We've got one more here. And now walk your hands over to the right. Anchor your left hand onto your right foot and rotate up to the ceiling. That's 1, 2, ankle, you could always have your hand in mid-shin. 4 and 5. Walk yourself over to the front of your mat. We're going to do our rolling on our back. Try to stimulate all of our nervous system that runs along our spine, our lymphatic system that runs along our spine. So put yourself in a tight ball, grab your mid-shin, and just roll back and forth. Your goal is to make your roll as smooth as possible, like if you were, imagine you're a wheel. So really tuck that tailbone under. Trying to get your low back to touch before your mid back. If this is going pretty smoothly, try to do your rolls without hands. And then make sure you have enough space. I back up a little bit. We're going to roll back, and this time try to anchor ourselves up into our deep squat. So roll back and pull yourself up into your deep squat as much as you can. If you're unable to, get as far as you can, and let yourself fall back into your roll. We've got 2 more here. And 1 more. Beautiful. Stay up into this deep squat. I'm going to turn around so you guys can see more. And we're going to try to do our balance in our pistol squat. So staying in your deep squat, slide your right leg out. If you're able to, try to lift it up off the floor. Bring it back down. Let's do 5 more lifts. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slide that leg back in and switch. Slide the left leg out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slide that leg back in and roll back. 2 more rolls. Beautiful. This time you're going to keep your feet on the ground. You're going to try to roll down 1 vertebrae at a time without your hands. So kind of like you're doing a slow sit-up. Once your hands are overhead, you're going to do the opposite. So bring your feet in. You're going to try to roll or curl 1 vertebrae at a time to get up into your glute bridge, and roll 1 vertebrae at a time on the way down. So your standard glute bridge, you're trying to hinge at your hips and your back stays nice and flat. This time I actually want you to roll. So pelvic tilt, think about rolling your tailbone up to the ceiling and trying to lift 1 vertebrae at a time until you get as high up onto your shoulders, and then roll yourself back down. And let's try that again. Roll 1 vertebrae at a time. Lift, 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 lift. Sorry, your arms are up overhead. Try to go up as high as you can. Arch that back. And roll back down. And then move your feet a little bit further out and sit yourself back up. So you're going to curl up 1 vertebrae at a time and pull yourself back up. And repeat. Curl down 1 vertebrae at a time. Nice control. Breathe with whatever pattern feels right for you. This time you're going to bring your hands down by your side. So I'm in the comments. So I'll turn around. So when you're on the floor, you're going to take your hands, place them by your ears, and have your elbows pointed up to the ceiling, almost like we're getting ready to go into a bridge. So my palms of my hands are on the floor, my fingertips are pointing down towards my ears. You're going to curl up 1 vertebrae at a time. Go up as high as you can. Allow your back to arch. It's not your typical glute bridge. And curl yourself back down. And repeat, curl 1 vertebrae at a time. Push yourself up, arch your back. Once you're up as high as you can on your shoulders, see if you can give yourself a little push with the hands to lift your shoulders. Just keep your head and back down. Those of you who are able to go up into a full bridge, feel free to do so. Everybody else, we're just introducing you to the movement. Curl up 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you get to your limit, drive your hands into the floor
floor, lift the shoulders off the ground, keep your head on the ground, and curl back down. Those of you wondering what a full bridge is, I'll go up into the full bridge on the next one. You guys go up as high as you can. Curl up one vertebrae at a time. Push into the floor, lift the shoulders into your full bridge, and bend the elbows and curl back down. So very hard skill. Give yourself some time, give yourself some trial and error. We're gonna repeat that again. If you have a chair or a bench close by, it's a lot easier to do the movement with your feet up on the bench or the chair. Otherwise, just work on doing little lifts, kind of like little push-ups. So let's do 2 more. Hands on the floor, curl up, one vertebrae at a time. Those of you unable to do a bridge, you're just gonna try to lift your shoulders off the ground to keep your head. Those of you who can, push yourself up into your bridge and come back down. One more, curl vertebrae, one at a time. Remember, lift shoulders first. If you can, keep going. And come back down. Beautiful. Bring those knees into your chest and just do little rolls. You can even just hang out here, roll side to side, especially if you're not used to arching your back so much. Beautiful. Place both your feet back down on the floor. We're going to do our windshield wipers, so feet are wider than shoulders. Bring those hips down from side to side. Really trying to drive your knees down to the floor, keeping the shoulder blades on the ground. And just taking nice big deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth at whatever pattern feels good to you. On this next one, we're going to have everybody bring their knees to the right. Take your right foot, put it on top of your left knee, and try to drive that left knee further down. You should feel a nice stretch on the side of your leg, potentially even coming up the front of your hip. So do a little bit of a pelvic tilt. Let the weight of your right foot sit on top of your left. If you're getting knee pain, take your foot off. I don't want to have anybody having any knee pain, especially on the inside of the knee. So take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Both knees back up. Bring those knees to the left this time. Take your left foot, put it on top of your right thigh, just at your knee. And then let the weight of your leg pull your right knee further down to the floor. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Take your left knee off, bring both your knees back into the middle. And then this time you're gonna lie on your side. We're gonna do a pretzel. So if I'm lying down on my right side, I'm gonna take my left knee, bring it up to 90 degrees. I'm gonna go on a little bit of an angle so you can see better. Bring my right knee 90 degrees, just resting on the floor. Take my right leg, curl it back to get a quad stretch. Remember, if you're unable to reach your foot, grab a towel or a belt. Take your other hand, place it on your right hand, place it on your right knee, and then let yourself roll into rotation as much as you can. So you're getting you might be getting a butt stretch on your right leg. You're definitely getting a quad stretch. Sorry, on your left butt cheek, you might be getting a butt stretch. On your right leg, you're definitely getting a quad stretch. So make sure you're pelvic tilting. So thinking about pulling your tailbone to the wall at your feet. And then every time you exhale, you're trying to let your shoulders float more down towards the floor. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Come out of your pretzel and switch sides. So this time we're lying on our left side. We're gonna take our right knee, bring it up at 90 degrees, put it on the floor. So hip and knee are at 90 degrees. Then you're gonna bend your left leg, grab your foot, pull your foot towards your bum, pelvic tilt. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and let yourself rotate to try to get your right shoulder blade as close to the floor as possible. Lots of stuff going on in this stretch. Don't worry if you don't look as flat to the floor as me. Just do whatever your body is capable of doing today. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, breathe in, and out. Breathe in, and out. Excellent. Come out of that. You're going to come onto your hands and knees. We're going to do a lateral lunge rocker, and then we're going to activate our butt and go up into hip abduction. So your goal here is to place your knee directly underneath your hip and place your right leg out to the side. Your hands are going to be in front of you so that everything starts at 90 degrees. You can either keep your toes on the floor as you rock back and forth. You can keep your foot flat, or you can let your toes rock with you. They kind of give you different stretches. But the most important thing here is to really keep a flat back. So if you picture your sacrum, the huge bone between your two iliacs, this needs to stay flat as you rock back and forth. So my tailbone is always pointed straight up to the wall, and I'm not allowing myself to curl. If you allow yourself to curl, you'll really lose the stretch in your hip. So keep a nice flat back as you're rocking forwards and backwards, and only go to whatever limit you have, keeping a nice flat back. And if you're really unsure if you're able to keep that flat back, I recommend you do the same stretch in front of a mirror so you can kind of see what's going on. So I'm just rocking forwards and backwards, making sure my back stays nice and neutral. Imagine like you were doing a lateral lunge squat. We want your back to stay flat as you're sitting down into that squat position. So you're really practicing getting mobility and control in the bottom position of a lateral lunge here. At the same time as stretching your inner thigh. Beautiful. Stay up in the top position. Same leg is out. This time without leaning over to the side. Your goal is to squeeze your butt and try to lift your foot up off the floor. So you're going to flex your foot. Keep as much tension as possible in your right leg. Abs are on gently. Squeeze your bum. Lift and come back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 of 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides. So we have our rocking first, left leg out. Remember, we're really focused on keeping a nice flat back. There should be no movement from your pelvis, no pelvic tilting as you're rocking forwards and backwards to give you really the best stretch, but also help you practice the proper pattern as you're doing your side lunges. Let's do 3 more. Beautiful. Stay up nice and tall. Remember, our goal is to not lean over. So if you're really struggling, make your hands go out wider for support. Foot flexed, keep lots of tension in your leg. 3, 2, 1, lift. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're just going to turn your body. Your right leg should already be in front. Transition right into your pigeon stretch. Then you're going to try to grab your back leg and do a quad stretch at the same time as your pigeon stretch. Even if you're not all the way down on the floor, you should be able to get both together. Just make sure you're pelvic tilting so that you get your quad stretch. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one, big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Let your back leg come back to the floor, sit down into your 90-90 position, and transition over to the other side. So roll yourself up into your pigeon stretch with your left leg in front. Grab onto that right foot and get your pigeon and quad stretch at the same time. Take a deep breath in and out. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Bring that back leg down, sit back into your 90-90. Rotate your hips into your straddle position. We're gonna finish off with our breathing, but in a forward straddle stretch. So you're gonna have your hands on the floor. You're gonna reach as far forwards as you can. And we're gonna do our parasympathetic breathing, where we inhale for 4, hold our breath for 4, and exhale for 8. So keep those hands on the floor. You want your kneecaps and toes pointed up towards the ceiling. You don't want them rolling in, and make sure both your butt bones stay on the floor. So you're gonna reach forwards, and once you're there, you're gonna inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you can go a little bit deeper into your stretch. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back up. Excellent. And just like that, we are already done. 20 minutes of move and flow. I know the bridge was a challenge today, so take note of it, practice it. If you have any questions or need any tips on your bridge, feel free to message me. I'd love to help you out with that skill. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and I will see you tomorrow for day 28 of our challenge. Have a great day, guys. Bye.